I hate the countdown.
Three, two, five. Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to the Peg Warmers. This is a late episode, and I want to thank everyone for coming in and checking us out. I am Geek Strong, aka Dino the Machino. I'm going to introduce the other Peg Warmers in just a minute, as well as our special guest, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, so I figured today I'm going to do this live stream standing up because after Thanksgiving, I packed on a little bit extra weight, so I'm gonna try to burn some calories doing some extra things. But
It's a damn shark.
sorry, I'm in the middle of a live stream.
No
Sorry,
talking.
everyone, but that's what happens when you're live. But
Hello, welcome back to Lavish Toys.
Mark, oh, it's Mark. Wait a minute. What's the chat saying? Land shark? What? Hey, wait a minute. You're not Mark.
Padawan collector.
Yo, we the Padawan collectors here? What's the chat saying? Hey, you're that pesky land shark. I know you are.
It's John here, and welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show.
John, Super Awesome Geek Show is here. I can't believe it. Hey, I'm not going to fall for this land shark.
Mistress and Pierre.
Maria's here. Maria. Live from YouTube, it's the Peg Warmers. And today's special guest, Maria with Tea Telly. And then we go live.
Very good.
So here we
I'm
are
Jack.
live.
Oh, Maria's muted.
Is Maria muted? How did she
Yeah,
mute?
Yeah.
there she goes. There she goes.
There you are. Hey, that was quite the intro. I loved it.
Thank you. So welcome everyone to the Peg Warmers. We're excited. A little late tonight. I know. What time is it at your house, Mark? It's gonna be like
Still
11.
it's past my bedtime, 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30. So we'll try to keep you entertained as much as we can.
Yeah,
I want
try
to
to keep me awake.
Let me welcome Mistress Van Pierre.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be amongst you fine gentlemen.
We are excited. Let me say hi to a few people in the chat.
She's on a comic book cover. She's on a comic book cover. She's on a comic book cover. I love my comic books.
I'm so excited for that.
So Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy.
Hey,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Good to
Sweet
see you.
Tracy.
We have Darth Rock.
Hi.
Rock.
There he is.
Yeah, it's got to be.
There he is.
In,
We need to get him on.
yeah, definitely got to get Darth Rock and Dave's
Dave.
Dimension.
Dave,
Hey, Dave.
Dimension.
Nice to see you.
give me a proton pack.
Let's see here. I'm scrolling down the chat here, trying to find. We have everyone saying hi to each other. We have. Let me go down. A lot of Darth Rock. Let's see here. Let's see what's Darth Rock. Fantastic. Let's see. Okay.
Rockets. Rockets are cool, right?
Nice. Look at that. Darth Rock.
Dino
Yeah,
made
he's fun.
Dean made a bunch of people moderators because there's been a lot of spammers hitting all
Yeah,
the
just
chats
give me guys
lately.
don't worry,
So
please. Spanners in the chat.
hopefully the moderators can kick these guys out if they show up.
Yeah.
If anybody
Yeah.
can do it, Tracy can. Tracy just got promoted to the Peg Warmers moderator.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Poor-
There you go.
Poor woman can't have a day off, can she?
I keep her busy enough.
Left Coast, you know me. I always open the door for the shark.
Left Coast.
We have Rolando.
Orlando.
Hey,
Hey, Orlando.
speaking of left coast, I'm supporting his
Hear the drums,
his pens. Look at these.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead for life right here.
Ride the bikes in my cabinet.
I
Awesome.
just ordered the Hammerhead. I threw the Hammerhead and the Walrus Man in with my Yoda when it's coming.
Oh yeah. Those I definitely want to order the 2 Yodas.
Did you get the brown snake or the orange snake?
I got both
You're gonna
Yodas
get both.
Oh, you got both. Lovely.
and threw in Walrus Man and Hammerhead. I got 4 pins.
Nice.
So let's see. I'm scrolling down the chat. I'm a little slow. I tried to get a mouse, so it's because it's a little bit quicker to do than trying to do this laptop here. But so let's see. We have
Cheap on Amazon.
yeah. Let's yeah. Try what you got? Yeah, I went to Walmart. My wife said don't get anything yet, and she said she wants to get a stocking stuffer for me. So
Aw,
Tech for Christmas. Nice.
technology, love it.
Yeah.
so what an amazing auction that went on today, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good.
Holo Chronicles.
Yeah.
Good.
All the
Blew me out the water.
Yeah, I tried to bid on a few things. Unfortunately I don't have an endless wallet right now, but some of those items went up.
Oh.
Great prices, great prices.
Yeah.
I've just bought a certain item, so I am
Yeah.
It's fun.
a bit skint at the moment.
So let's find out a little bit about Maria. Maria, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, everyone's
Such
excited to
good-
find out what is Maria. Who is Maria? And tell us a little bit about your channel.
All right. Well, it is growing pretty quick.
Yeah, it is,
I
definitely.
mean, just
Deservedly.
mainly because, well, as I've explained before, my channel in a nutshell is informative in a fun way, and it's there to support others as well. I have authors I support, also independent people, like people in Hollywood that decided to leave Hollywood and go independent. Some of the actors that I've had on there have gone independent and they're doing really well, and I like to support them for their work. And I do just a variety of things, but it's all mainly informational and things like that. I mean, I'm a gamer, so I game on there as well. I know it surprised quite a few
I've
people.
noticed,
Yeah.
yeah.
I watch one of your gaming.
Yeah, I like the gaming. Hence the upgrade to my graphics card. I got such a good deal on it, and I was on that waiting list for like a year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to get those good graphic cards right
Yeah.
now.
Mhm. And I
Yeah.
got it at the original price that it was at, so that was really good. But I enjoy helping others grow as well. It's been an honor to be told that legends happened on my channel because we've had people leave with new nicknames
Yeah.
or reach their goal. Like if they had so many people they wanted to get their subscribers up to, by the end of the show, it's happened. We
Lovely.
really joined that. I joined the Orville Nations community of We Grow Together.
Yeah.
Work with him quite a bit. He is my agent, by the way, and so that's why you see him pushing me a lot. But he pushes everybody, and I love that. We like to help others grow, regardless of what they're doing, whether they're crocheting or weaving a basket. Doesn't matter. If you are passionate about it, we want to let everybody know about it.
Wonderful.
So
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we go kind of back a ways with him. I way back when I was doing just a podcast, no YouTube stuff. I had Philip Anthony Rodriguez on right before he did the season finale of Orville, the first season.
Yeah.
mhm.
And Orville Nation and I were talking because of that, because and so it goes all the way back to first season that Orville
Yeah.
Nation and I have we've been all chatting with him. So
Yeah,
yeah, and he's a great guy. He's so
yes,
love
he
everything he
is.
does. Yeah.
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 He's good about all of that. It's amazing how he's everywhere. He knows what he's talking about. And people always say when PJ says something, you do it. It's true because he knows what he's doing. And that I'm so honored to have him as my agent because he is the reason why I'm excelling the way it is, and he is the reason for Mistress Vampira going into a comic book. So I'm
Cool.
really excited about that.
That's awesome.
I
What's
know.
this I heard
Who's
about an action figure or dolls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we need one of those.
we're all going to get one of those.
I said if they have enough material for the top part. I yeah, I have
Don't know what you
some
mean.
great creators that are I am so honored to have, of course, the David Beatty from DC Marvel working on the comic book. I wish I could tell you the storyline because it is phenomenal, but you will be able to see
Yeah.
the comic and my show work hand in hand. So that's going to be kind of nice to see it come to life. But then also, I have the George. You might have seen him, me promoting his stuff when he streams and he draws. Um, and he is going to be doing my action figure.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to start off small at first because we want to concentrate on the comic book and kind of get that going. And it's a full comic book, so it's going to be a whole storyline. And so he
Who's
wants us to start
publishing that?
David Beatty.
Okay, he's got a comic
Yeah.
company that he can publish
Oh,
it through.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool,
So
cool.
doing all that. And then, so George is only going to start out with like 20 action figures. So if you want one, you'll have to tell me so that I know how many are going to be spoken for.
Yeah.
Please.
Is it
Uh,
3 3/4 or 6 or 8 inch?
I think they're just the general standard from what I know. I'm not sure, but I know that he's going to be making them himself. And that's what's exciting about that is that he also worked with DC Marvel as well. So it's such an honor to
Wow.
have these people doing this. So yeah, 20 of them to start with, and they're just to see how it goes. So if you do want one, you'll let me know, and I will let him know when is reserved for you.
We all want one, definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's fun.
I've got a lady shelf, so you'll be.
A lady shelf.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
am
does.
really
Proud of that.
excited about this because I have researched a lot of female superheroes. And the thing that makes this one unusual is one, you're going to see her growing live as well. It's not just some artist made up thing. It's me. She's going to look exactly like me because it's me. And then the thing that makes it exciting is that she is female Latina sorceress. So it's an honor to be a superhero that he's going to make me into.
So is that what the comic book's based on? Your show or a superhero?
A superhero, actually.
Nice.
So
Very
I am
cool.
a female sorceress superhero.
Cool, cool.
That
Lady
sucks
Doc,
blood too.
Lady Strange.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. It's very, and I have to thank PJ for all that.
Yeah,
as
you are
he's
surrounded
talented.
by a bunch of amazing people. I got to say, listening to
totally.
watching your stream and listening to the people around you and everything that you just explained. It's just overwhelming. It's so incredible.
It is. It's such an honor that it still takes me by surprise. I just sit there and go, "What's happening?" I didn't get this, but but it is an honor, and I'm excited about all the projects. And I continue to bring on guests that, just like I did with the other one, Dino from the Late Late Horror Show.
Yeah,
He has like 65,000 subscribers, right? He's a huge channel, but our community knew nothing of him. So I kind of got the two together, and now they're kind of meshing and learning about each other.
I just
So
watched that video, and I actually subscribed to his channel and went and listened to some of the late horror
yeah,
radio.
it's good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it was really cool, really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I met him through Doomcock, and so we got along. He's a great guy, but all of my guests have been great. Let's see. I think I have Cameron coming on my show next week. Cameron from Doomcock. That's on Doomcock. I don't know if you guys know him, but yeah, I've got some awesome guests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Lovely.
definitely. So speaking of Left Coast is right here. He says, "I'm in." How cool would it be to have a mistress or Left
Yeah.
Coast pen? Those would sell like hotcakes. You want to
I
talk about
actually
Boba
have
Fett
some pins. Actually, I think there's only 10 of them. Yeah,
with like you like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I think
Really?
so. I think I have. I had somebody whip up some pins, and I think they told me there was like 10 of them. So
All right.
That's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, very
but
cool.
yeah, I'm
So-
so excited.
So
Such an honor.
give Left Coast the okay, and he'll start production.
He's speaking for Rick.
It started
He's
already.
just
Right,
I
Rick?
I don't have one of Mimi like me. It's my Mistress Van Piero one. The this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 He can
That-
just go off of the thumbnail that I made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
wasn't that Vampiro with her head
Yeah,
stuck on it?
yeah. Was that Vampirella,
I
right?
love that.
Vampirella,
That's
is that it?
awesome.
Yeah,
Vampirella?
Vampirella.
Yeah.
I was so excited about that. I'm gonna have to save that one. That's awesome. You did such a good job with it.
Thank you. I do all that on my phone.
Do
High
you?
tech. High tech, yeah.
That's one hell of a phone.
So
Yeah,
let me
he's
keep
very talented.
Yeah, you guys all are amazing people. I love learning from
go
all
off,
of you.
it's so fun that like our community and our family and your family, we have different but yet so common.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
I think we love everything about each other.
Oh yeah. I think I surprise people when I see, hey, I'm live, and I'm like, well, let's see what that's about, and I'll pop in, and they're building a toy, and I'll pop in the chat, and they're like, what is hey Maria? They get surprised, but I do. I love stuff like that. A lot of things I learn from others. You don't have to have the actual interest to go in and check it out, because then you become interested. You become
Yeah.
absorbed in it, and then you end up coming back a lot. I think I surprised all of you when I popped into your chats to say hi. But
It's funny. I was up in the attic like a week or two ago, and I had my phone up there. I'm doing organizing stuff up in the attic, and I have your live stream going on with the earbuds in and listening and typing on the chat while I'm up in the attic. It was
That's
so
cool.
fun.
Thank you. It's always good to have you guys in. It's such an honor.
Yeah, I'm usually getting to bed by the time you go.
I've had somebody request from, I think from Europe somewhere. She said, please try to stream earlier because I want to catch you live. Watching the show again is fun, she says, but it's not the same. So
Right.
just for that, I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'm going to schedule some earlier so that I can have my European friends there, because they're such an honor too.
So I want to say hi to Rebels because he's driving but listening. So we do.
Great stream
see you,
last night.
Rebels.
Great
Thank
stream
you,
you
Rebels.
too.
Yeah, I was just on Rebels last night.
Yeah.
His live stream, and that was really fun. It was happy hour with Rebels Reptiles in games.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It was a fun stream. Yeah, it went a little over an hour and a half.
Oh,
which
wow.
He tries to keep it like an hour.
Yeah, me
but
too. It
I just
never
won't shut
happened.
up, so he couldn't get me off. Well, we're being get me off the stream. That is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
I didn't
Okay.
say it.
what happens behind the camera,
Stays. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And all you guys, I sit there and look at the stuff you have behind you. Unfreaking believable. It is amazing, and it's a joy to see all that. I have stuff, but it's not displayed like that, because when you have fur babies, and some of you guys do, and I've seen some of your cats crawling around stuff, I'm like, wow, those are some well-behaved cats.
Yeah.
My cats are like, what's this? Ooh, nice, and that's it. So, but yeah, you guys have quite a collection, and it has encouraged me to go to my storage and dig up my treasure box of
That's what's
stuff.
fun about this community. It's dangerous
Yeah,
in a way. This
it
community is
is.
dangerous because like I didn't really collect a lot of Marvel, but all of a sudden I started buying Marvel because you're watching other people opening figures and they're like, I really want that.
Yeah.
And it's fun, but it can be
Mhm.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's why
hopefully
I'm glad I don't do anything that dangerous. All it is click on that person's channel and like them. That's all. Just like who I have. Don't have to spend anything.
yeah, vintage is good. Do you have a vintage? Is that what you're saying?
Oh
Do you-
no, I'm just talking about the people I have on my show. Like, it doesn't require money. All I have them do is click on their show
Yeah.
and like it and stuff. Because yeah, there's a few things that I would spend money on, and of course, it's computer parts, computer stuff. I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
geek at that. I just got this new steampunk keyboard,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
look at
nice.
Yeah, cool.
and the keys.
Wow,
The
look at
keys
that
are
thing.
awesome, and you can control the lights, and they're brown keys, so I like them. So they're soft. I do have my geeky gaming mouse, and yeah, I'm a big geek. Oh, you get that little?
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
a new one.
I'm and this is gonna surprise some people, but my favorite store to go into is the hardware store.
Really?
I love the hardware store.
Not the shoe shop or the handbag shop.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that makes a change.
I like looking for stuff
Oh,
there.
yes. We'll have to go shopping one time.
Yes, I love the smell of it when I walk in.
Oh,
Well, look who's here.
Hi,
Joey,
everybody.
welcome,
Joey.
welcome.
oh,
Joey.
Joey is bidding on a few things
Yeah.
at the auction.
Oh yeah, that was,
Joey.
that was a fun auction.
$100.
Yeah, I think
You
he
won.
won. He won
Yeah,
a
you
few
won
items,
one
right?
of them, right?
Yeah, I won another Ahsoka,
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh,
Good.
lovely.
Congrats.
which was cool. And I think I'm gonna try to bid on that.
It's still going.
On the what you call it, the celebration package to
Oh, yeah.
2 passes, 4-day passes to celebration.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's
very
awesome.
nice. Which charity auction was this that you were working on?
It was Hollow Chronicles doing it for the Children's Hospital in
Children's Hospital, yeah.
Oregon.
Yeah.
In Oregon.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. And I bet he did well.
Yeah, they're still going on. It started at 3:00 and it's
Wow.
10
Is it
minutes
still
to
going
7.
on?
Yeah.
It's
That's
still going
awesome.
on.
Wow.
Yeah. I have it on my phone right here.
yeah, it's a fun auction. Those guys are getting hammered, by the way.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
They are getting hammered.
Andy was-
Blurring is starting to happen. They're starting to bid on their own things.
Yeah, I saw that. But
I'm not letting this go.
Rick was very generous too. Rick was
Yes. He also is into.
yeah.
Rick
He's
is
a great guy.
That's good.
Yeah, I really wanted to bid on a few of the left coast
I
graphic
wish-
pens.
Yeah.
I
wanna
wish I
talk
knew
to
how
awesome.
to
Yeah, I really
organize
dig
this.
the hat. The hat,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And her
Yeah.
hair. Look at that. Look at that hair.
really dig it.
Yeah.
With my leather.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like,
Awesome.
we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
I want to make this. How do I make us a little bit bigger so we're not so small?
Well, you got to get rid of the
the hide. I
chat.
gotta hide the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I gotta hide you for a bit. There we
I
go.
know.
Yeah, you
Does that help?
can. Underneath, there's different panels that you can press on.
There is one to make it.
Yeah, they
make
can
our
make it like
screens
closer.
our
Is that,
screens smaller
Is that-
a little bit.
Is that
then we'll
under
be
banners
closer.
or brand?
No, just those little buttons underneath the
Bottom,
thing.
on the bottom there.
Okay.
You see the different little squares?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There
That's
we
what.
go.
That's better.
If you want to do that,
Zoom.
that's fine.
Well, not
Things
me,
kind of
obviously.
I know.
grew.
Maybe I should back me up a little bit. We'll back it up
We're
again.
closer together now.
How do we make Maria bigger?
We don't need me.
Yeah, we want-
I don't think we need to.
we'll zoom her in. So awesome. Awesome.
Good to see you, Joey.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too.
So let's show a few items. Any pickups today or this week? Should we show some pickups?
Got some
We'll
stuff.
do a couple of pickups.
Joe, I'll be here all night.
All right.
Oh man, I gotta show you guys what Mark gave me though. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's just show
Yeah,
a couple
let's see it.
pickups and then we'll
Yeah.
What I gave him?
You all have quite the collection. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because Maria showed one of her pickups, which was her keyboard.
Yeah.
So
And a graphics card.
I'd show my camera, but there's no way to do that. My new camera too. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, yesterday, Royal Mail, the Royal Mail is like our postal system. They came 4 times to me yesterday.
Wow.
Quarter to 8 in the morning was the first time.
All right, I got 2 things to show.
whoa.
So the first one's from Mark. It's Brad. So the figure's inside my case right there. Nothing. It's one of the tauntauns down there. So one of the tauntauns down there is an open belly tauntaun.
Oh, you took it out?
Yeah, I took it out, but I put the box in an acrylic.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
So here's the box right there. Yeah, really beautiful box. Really beautiful piece, Mark. Thank you so much. That was so rad.
Nice.
problem. I did get another tauntaun in the job lot that I got as well. And I got some reins. They're broken, but I did get some reins. So I have one now.
And then the next one is a cloud car.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So it's a cloud car, and then I put my little guys in there. One of them is from my childhood collection, and another one I just got as a beater.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have 2
Yeah.
pilots in there.
Yeah,
Very
so
cool.
it looks
Very
really nice.
nice.
The acrylic makes it pop. So like on my,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I haven't
How was it
shown,
not
I haven't
sliding
shown
back
my
and forth?
house yet on stream or on camera, but I got to do a collection tour of my house.
Yeah, you will.
You could, and if you put anything acrylic, it makes it look 100 times better.
Totally.
Get
Oh, yeah.
the roughest
Very good.
card you can find and put it in an acrylic case, and it just
Yeah, it turns it
it makes it pop.
from a toy to a piece, you know?
Yikes. Yeah, you guys. Oh, I hope to see my action figure on your shelves too.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
See that.
I can't wait to get it on my shelf.
Very exciting.
So I'll show one of my pickups. So I picked up
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Frankenberry, and these are action figures.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I've not seen
so-
those. Oh, no way. Oh, I can almost taste it.
Right. So I collect the ad icon monster guys, the
Oh.
materials, and some of the toys. So
Oh my gosh.
these are the 2 new ones that came out.
That's cool.
That's
I
cool
love
packaging
them.
too. I dig the packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the struggle. It's like,
Yeah.
do you take it out of package or do you leave it?
Oh,
I would,
gosh.
it's up to you, but definitely don't chuck the packaging.
oh, leave it in
No.
the packet.
Uh-uh.
You can see it. You can see it in the box, can't you? So
Yeah, when you open it up, you can.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so those are.
I'm a leave it in the box kind of person.
Yes,
so,
me too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I like getting 2 of the figures. That's why I have 2 tauntauns in there. But I like putting one in the box and then one on display loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
when you have guests, you're like, don't touch that.
right?
Oh, man.
Nobody
Well,
goes
I
in there,
I
right?
don't think any of our houses are kid friendly.
Cameras everywhere.
The funny thing is I have 2 kids, and my daughter's 20 now. My son is just turned 16,
Oh,
and
wow.
even when they were little, they knew not to like hurt my toys.
Yeah.
If I'll say it. They were allowed to play with stuff, but they weren't allowed. They were very good with it.
That's why I never had kids, because I ain't sharing.
Well, they'll be
Alright.
fighting over my toys when I go.
Yeah. Every time.
Yeah,
I
we
go-
will. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
you mean kids?
From time to time, I tend to date people who have kids, and when they bring over their kids, I have to prepare my house for as long as the relationship goes, and then when it ends, I can just put my toys all back.
Okay.
So I got to put your names up here so everyone can see our names.
Thought you
Oh,
had
no,
it
with
before.
this with this kind of square, it doesn't do it. You got to
All
go
right,
back
so
to the
if I go back
widescreen.
to here.
Yeah.
But I put in my funny names. I don't. And you got to get rid of
Oh.
the chat for it to show up.
Okay. There we
Dave
go.
did mention was putting this
There
link
you go.
earlier
All
on.
right. So there we go. We'll leave that up for a few.
I'm
And,
Super Awesome Geek Show. If you don't know who I am, I'm Super Awesome Geek Show. I always put up funny names like Decepticon or Qui-Gon John or something stupid. I just do goofy things. Jonimus Prime.
So
So
we
today
have
I'm Baby Yoda, but I'm Baby
I'll put
Yoda.
mine.
Maybe you, John.
we have Vader's girl just came in. Hi,
Hey,
Kat.
Kat.
Hi, Kat.
I saw Cat in the auction as well. I think Cat,
Yeah,
you won
yeah.
something, right? Yeah, I think Cat took something home. Yeah.
They're doing Gianni's book, Greg and Gianni's book right now.
Oh, they are right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you missed out on the pre-order, now's your chance to get it.
I did. I missed out.
well, I am supposed to be getting 2. That was
Yeah. Mark, I'll take an extra one if you have an extra one.
well.
I mean, it's almost a book where you want to get two, one for
Sweet talk,
display,
man.
and then one for your one you can write on and crease up. You know.
And you can tick off. I've got that one.
So awesome the way you share toys, and if you have an extra one, you hand it to somebody who doesn't have it. It's so awesome. I'm still cracking up over the chemical box we sent Blue Harvest. That was awesome. I was like, enjoy our chemicals, but it's so yummy.
yeah.
Have you tried them all? Didn't you guys send a snack box to somebody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mark's got them. Yeah.
I'm going to show that. I'm going to show that in a minute.
Oh yeah. See, I'm like,
One of my pickups.
Yeah,
So
let's
you
see.
didn't start eating it then, is what you're saying?
Well, I've started the combos.
Okay.
For combos, so yeah, I've eaten the combos.
Let's see. A pickup, Mark.
Oh, if I can lift it.
I have more pickups, but I'm just going to show those.
Don't
So.
make me.
That is a big box.
nice. Look at all the.
$108 shipping,
Oh
Jeez.
my god!
That's
Wow.
from sleeping, right?
and there's everything in there.
Wow.
Half of the stuff I've never heard of.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
But-
I saw Cheetos.
If you want to send me anything, combos.
Do it.
And anything peanut butter. He loves his
Oh.
peanut butter snacks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Optimics, I've never heard of those. Oh. I've seen Swedish fish before, but I've never tried them, so I'm going to be trying those.
We used to have those in like the penny stores,
Oh.
right?
Oh,
That's
Oh,
you
you know-
tried that?
Do you not have
Stingy.
beef jerky? You don't have like
We have pepperami, we call it, but we don't have it with
Okay.
cheese.
they call
Yeah.
it cured meats over there. Cured
yeah.
meat.
Got you.
The cootery is what they call it over there.
Magical poop.
Oh, geez.
Whatever.
Is that like?
Oh, yeah.
That.
My friend comes up for the American football on Sunday, so we'll be
You
getting
know-
cool that tomorrow night.
One of the requests I get a lot for me to ship to Europe is Lucky Charms for some
did.
reason.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Lucky Charms, yeah.
I've been buying
yeah.
a lot of Lucky Charms.
I did get this. The Playmobil.
That's nice. That's cool.
That
It
is
is,
so cool.
it is so cool. I tell you what, it is.
Does it come with a figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get James Bond, you get the Thug,
That's awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
so it ejects. Press the thing at the back and it shoots out.
Let's see it.
But you get Odd Job and you get Goldfinger as well.
Oh wow.
But the video's coming out of me because it does everything. Like the tire slashers come out, the
We
panel
haven't-
comes out the back, the bumpers come out, the number plate rotates,
Oh wow.
machine guns come out the front.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
Look who's here in the chat, everyone.
Hey,
Laymore show.
I just
Hey.
Look at the devil.
Yeah, that's awesome.
as I mentioned the other day,
Hello.
Playmobil are sending me the A-Team van.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
My BFF.
Dino's got a great name. He spells it a little different, but
I got some frames as well for my
Oh, those look cool,
Oh,
man.
sorry.
he looks really cool.
adverts.
Yeah, those. I mean, anything that you put in frames, it elevates. You know,
Mhm.
it elevates it. That's
I have got the Boba Fett advert coming.
So what did you say?
Another frame for that.
There's 22 of those, or how many are there?
I don't know how many they are. I think I've got a list, and I think I still need the 9 num. But there's the Chewbacca bandolier. There's There's all sorts of the advertisements that you can pick up.
It's knee numb, by the way.
9. It's 9 num.
Knee
Nine
numb.
numb?
Nine numb.
NEI, right?
I've heard it 20 different ways. I still can't.
Tomato,
say it.
tomato.
It's 9 as in the German 9.
Yeah.
Nine
But
numb?
The
it's 9 because it's 10 num.
well,
When they were filming it, there was 9 num and 10 num.
the funny thing
It's
is
nine
when you watch the making of it, when you watch the making of Return of the Jedi, they do say neen num in the Return of the Jedi making of. But if you go visit the actor when he signs it,
The actor,
he tells you it's 9 num, like a
Nine
number
num.
9. Yeah.
And
So,
we are trying to get him on the
both.
big warmers. We're still
I
trying
think
to get him
I think it's one of those situations like Han and Han where both are correct.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I'm correct. I don't.
I do the Latin pronunciation. I put the enye up there. Nyen yum.
Yeah.
I did also get that package was from Sleeping, Aaron, Colban Games, and Nemariel. Thank you very much. But Mr. John Baldry has sent me a Christmas present as well. It's actually a Batmobile and Batman and Robin, but I'm not going to open them till Christmas. It's obvious what they are.
But you sort of know what they are. Yeah.
I don't know which Batmobile it is.
Speaking
I don't have
of,
that Batmobile.
Speaking of, I left it in the trunk. I can't get it right now. It's in my car. But I just found the Batmobile or the Bat Cave playset
Yeah.
on the shelf at Target
Whoa.
for $19.99. It was on clearance.
Yeah.
For
Oh, yeah. It's all on clearance at the moment.
For
Wow.
$19.
Yeah.
I
John-
scanned
John
it at the
has-
scanner and I'm like, $19. This is coming home with me.
Yeah, he's dunking the chunk there.
Yeah. Well, I
He's
also got
right.
the sand crawler, which I got to bring in because I bought that from Disney Parks this week.
That's a good one. I have that
It's
one.
like it's massive,
And it has
Yeah.
a bunch of sounds and lights in it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's really
That's
cool.
still
for
in the
price.
car too. I gotta
That was a
figure out
buck,
where I'm
right?
gonna put it. Huh?
That was a buck, right? 100.
Well, I get the Florida resident discount, so it was $85 after tax.
Oh, wow, that's good.
We get
Really
20% off at Disney for living in Florida. So
Oh,
I
you
bought
do?
mine online.
yeah.
They
Even
shipped it for free.
on admission tickets, you get 20% off.
Well, I have a resident pass, so I go to Disney for free anytime I want.
Wow, they got rid of those in Southern California. I used to have one for Disneyland.
Yeah, really?
And-
They got rid of them?
Well, as far as I know, they got rid of them because I used to have one and I bought it. At
Well,
the beginning.
Yeah, during COVID, they shut all that down, but I was grandfathered in because I was paying for it before COVID.
Well, yeah, I bought it right when COVID started because that's when my renew cycle was up, and then they cut it off, and they didn't say anything about refunds, so they just cut it off. So I maybe used it for, I haven't called them yet because when COVID happened, everything got busy, so I just didn't bother with it. But I should call them and say, hey, can I get my $700 back?
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. See, I opted for the monthly fee. I think I pay like 37 and change a month, and it just goes forever. So
Yeah.
but I've used it 10 times since they opened back up after COVID. So I've more than paid for it.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
pays
mean?
for itself after the
Oh,
second
yeah.
time you use it.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the discounts at the stores, you get
Yeah.
discounts
And
on.
I just spent the whole day Friday there with Chris at Thousandth Ghost. It was
That's
awesome.
rad. That's rad that you guys can meet up over there. That's cool.
Yeah, and his friend Lee came with him, and got
That's
to meet his
rad.
friend Lee.
Anytime
and,
you guys come down to Southern California, want to go to Disneyland, you guys better call me because I will be there in a heartbeat.
yeah,
It's like
And-
a 45-minute drive away from me.
what's cool is Lee and Chris met while they worked at KB Toys. So it was like, this is a match made in heaven kind of thing, like. And his mom came down, and that was cool. His mom's a trip.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's rad you guys
Nice.
get to hang out over there.
She's going up there in age, and she's set in her ways. So she's like,
Yeah.
she's got a little. They rented a scooter for her, and she's like, "We're getting on the ride, brr," And then Chris is like, "Mom, we gotta wait in line. We gotta set it up." And she's like, "I'm done waiting. We're going on it."
That's hilarious.
Oh dear, brilliant.
Yeah, one of my friends had a broken leg, and not that I say to do this, but go with a person with a broken leg because you get to the front of the line.
You skip all the lines. Yeah, we did. We got to skip everything. We finally got on the Ratatouille ride, which was awesome.
Oh wow! I don't think that when I went there they didn't have that ride.
Yeah, it's Brant's the newest one, and I got to tell you, it blew my mind. It blew all our minds. We were like, "Holy crap, this is
What
great!"
kind of ride is it?
You get shrunk down to the size of a mouse and run under the tables, and the guys are trying
That's
to get you
cool.
with a mop, and you go under the stove, and it blows heat on you, like you feel it, and then like there's a certain spot where like they step on a tomato and it squishes, and all the tomato guts fly on you. You get soaked in tomato
No
guts.
way, really?
It's like it's a 4D experience,
awesome.
you know. Like there's wind,
So
heat.
if you're
all
wearing a white new sweatshirt,
Well,
then
it's
don't
not.
wear a white new, but it's
It's
just
not red. It's just
okay.
water. You know
Water,
what I mean?
alright.
Yeah. But
I've seen
it's
somebody
cool.
reviewing that popcorn
I almost bought it online.
automobile.
I almost
Oh,
bought it
I
I
online.
love that.
I had it on I had it in my cart and I was gonna buy it, but sometimes I don't really have the room for it, and you just get it. I can't collect everything. I have to keep telling myself I can't collect everything.
Oh, I know. I've.
But it did look cool, and it's sold out, I believe, online.
Oh, you know what? They're bidding for that ticket now. I want to bid it, but it's against Gary, who's a really good friend of the show, and I don't want to. I don't want to bid against him.
Yeah, but that's what they
You
want.
won't. You won't outbid Gary anyway.
They want
Gary
you to
will outbid
outbid.
me for sure.
He's already higher than I can go.
Yeah, I don't
Right
want to
there.
outbid Gary because Gary's
Right
such
there.
a good guy.
Fabulous says, Joey, go get.
I
those
want
tickets."
to, but Gary is a great friend of all of our shows.
Yeah.
That
Right.
nobody's bidding against Gary.
No.
Nobody's
No.
going to bid against Gary.
Sensible. No.
What's it
I
up to
don't
right
wanna- I
now?
don't wanna be
Against
that
Gary.
guy.
Plus, I opted for the cash back on those tickets, so I got I had one set that I bought, and then I had one set that they had given me because they usually give me a free ticket to most Repop exhibits since I lived in Seattle. I mean, because I'd been working with Repop for probably 15 years,
Yeah.
before they even bought all these conventions. I was working with Repop, and so they generally will give me Emerald City Comic Con, New York, Chicago, Star Wars Celebration, whatever they can get me, they'll give me some tickets for.
It's up
But,
to $650 right now.
Yeah,
But
I'll get my.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth
It is worth it. Yeah. It is
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh God, yeah.
But
I ended
just
up
not
giving
gonna
it.
bid
I ended up
against
giving
Gary.
them back and taking the money back for my tickets
I
because
can't wait till we get it in Europe again.
I can't fly out there anymore.
I went in.
kills me.
I went in 2016, and it was one of the best weekends of my life.
Yeah,
It was
this is good.
unbelievable.
Yeah, when I go in May, it's gonna be my first celebration.
Yeah, it's great. You'll love it. It's a good time. I'm gonna only go to everyone that comes in Orlando. So I'm hoping when they get the Anaheim one finally finished, the next one hopefully will be Orlando again.
Oh,
and then,
isn't the bigger one in Orlando anyway, or is that the Anaheim one?
I don't know. I thought they were relatively the same because I've been to both and I've been to Chicago. So I mean, I've been to 3 different locations, and I feel like they're all unique in their own way, but they're all generally the same size.
Yeah, it's like Rick. I want to bid. Don't get me wrong. I want to bid between Gary
Wait.
and
Hold it. Wait a second. I think.
Holo Chronicles and Gary are bidding against each other right now.
So I think Left Coast just bid for this.
Oh,
So
there's
Left Coast,
Maria.
Sorry about
you can
that.
just PayPal
All
me
right.
the money for that. It's fine with me.
Worth
Nice.
every
Send us a
penny.
super chat on my live
Very
stream.
nice.
Super chat.
Send me that over. I'm going to use that as a super chat.
No, I was gonna bid on this, and this is under what I was gonna bid on it.
Hey, Tasman.
Hey Tasman, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it is at 750.
Okay.
They are at 750.
They're
Yeah.
at 750. Yeah,
750.
my allowance was $1,000 on it.
Cost is a bit. Oh, he already has a ticket.
Ticket to
Yeah.
what, the gun show?
Nice.
Oh, and it's Gary's wife that's bidding on it actually.
Oh, is that right?
So you don't mess with Mrs. Gary.
Wow.
I would mess with Gary. Not gonna mess with his wife. So yeah.
She's smart.
Can I show something?
Please
Yeah,
do.
go ahead.
Off you can.
This,
Yeah.
this isn't
Anything you want.
Okay, I've got just this one thing.
You don't need
I
permission
don't
for
get
that.
I didn't get to show it often, and I thought, well, I thought it's really old, and I love showing this off. This is actually because I'm
Ooh,
Oh wow.
collecting ISIS stuff, but this
yeah.
one
Wow.
was being made on corn husk, and
Wow.
it's yeah, it's old. It's really old,
That's
and I know
beautiful.
the camera is not picking
That
up
looks
much, but
rad.
So if I
it
press
does.
solo layout, will that give her?
Yeah, the
Click on
far right, the far right one,
It is.
and then move her to your spot. You have to be in your spot to be big.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
You can click and drag her to your spot, and then do the
Yeah.
far right one.
You're like me learning how to use.
Yeah, you see,
I've done that too. I don't know how to do it still.
Yeah,
Well-
me too. I need a producer for mine.
I always have like Polly from Latino Slant telling me, BJ, do this, grab my
Yeah.
face, move me over.
See, I'm a fan of
Yeah,
that stuff
It's
too.
not doing
Are
it.
ya?
That's
Look
awesome.
at the
Oh,
tattoo.
it
Yeah.
is.
We're
Yes.
showing us tattoos off.
You see
Yeah,
the tattoo?
once we
Yeah.
get you on full screen, you got to show it again.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't have any ink on my body. I don't think you do
Really?
either, Dino. Huh?
I don't have any ink. I'm afraid
Yeah.
of needles.
I love
Well-
that sensation.
No,
Can,
I would.
can you
There
like
you go.
Dean? How much?
Nice.
What do they do in the muscle competitions when you're showing it? Do they care if you have ink? I mean, wouldn't that?
No, there's a lot of people that
Okay,
have
they are? Okay.
tattoos. Yeah, there's a lot
So
of
it's-
people.
It
No,
doesn't hide-
I was always
it
the type
doesn't
of guy
hide-
where
Right
if
here.
if I go in to get tatted up, I'd want to change it. You know, I'd be like, oh, okay, can I erase
Well-
this and get something else? You know?
Well,
That's why
yeah.
that's why you got to get. I waited till I was in my 30s, so I knew what I loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah,
did the
good point.
foolish thing. As soon as I turned 21, my friends were like, let's go get a tattoo. And I'm like, all right. So I just
Well,
did it because I
That's
like
what that's what all my buddies did, and now they all have
There.
like
Oh,
tribal
I think I
armband.
can
You
do
know.
it.
Now,
Yeah.
Now you
click Maria, Dino, and drag her into your spot.
Yeah, that's what.
Slide it. Just click
Dang.
and drag. Slide her in.
I'm doing that. Here we go. And it's.
I know I had trouble doing
Oh, hold
that
on, wait.
too.
From here to here.
In the
Oh, hold on,
actual
wait.
stream, up in the window, in the stream.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
There we go.
I'm
All
doing.
right.
I'm trying to do it down below.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
That
That
was
was
good.
the show.
That's what we
All right, one
thought.
more time.
All right, so I'll show it one more time here. 'Cause
Yeah, there
I
you go.
gotta see it closer.
How old is that, Maria?
It's like from the 30s.
Wow, that's amazing. That's cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's in
The color
it-
really pops.
Yeah,
It's
the color
amazing.
It
really
does, and it's got the artist signatures on there even, but all on the corn maze.
Yeah. Do you know what the hieroglyph says?
I don't. I've been wanting to find out though, but I had a necklace that looked just like that. So
Is it on parchment?
Yeah, like a corn. They
Yeah,
take
corn.
the corn husk and lay it out, dry it, and then they can paint on it. Yeah, Mark. He's
Yeah.
hiding behind the peg warmers.
You wanted that logo.
It's a good logo. But yeah, that I love that piece.
So we do have a little game that we can play.
Wow, Gary won it.
You want to play a
Oh,
game?
you don't want to see the couple items that I got this week?
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought you you
Oh
talked.
no,
about
you're
that
still
game,
bidding
so I
on it.
thought that was
$1,200 is the current bid.
Wow, 12.
That was past my
Wow.
allowance.
Well,
Silent Bitter.
see,
He doesn't want his wife to know.
He's
Nice.
now,
Nice.
the loose one is now in the collection. So
Yes.
Nice piece. That's a nice piece that you got.
No nose rub. No nose rub. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I even got him with no nose rub. Yeah, I was surprised.
And how much did you
Got
get?
the no nose rub club.
How much
Well,
did you get that one
get
for,
this.
Tom?
So my guy Joey
Yeah.
over at way back when
Uh-huh.
he's like 5 minutes from my house. He's literally right around the corner. He's got
That
a
that
he's
that
got
would
an
be
old-
horrible for me. If
he's
I
got
had,
an
if I
old
had a shop
antique-
that was 5 minutes away from my house, that'd be horrible for my life.
He's got an old antique shop, and it's not just toys. I mean, this guy has antiques from all over the. I mean, farming antiques, collectible things like gas pumps, like what you name it, he's probably
yeah.
can get one, But he's got a second room that's like all toys and retro video games and stuff, and movie memorabilia in general, sports memorabilia, all kinds of stuff. And I found Joey basically shortly after I moved down here, and he's talked to you, he said, on the phone. Joey, he goes, I watch your YouTube channel, and he goes,
It's the Joey variant.
He goes, who I just got in contact with is this guy on YouTube. He does a thing called the Padawan Collective. And I was like, wait a minute, you know Joey? And he's like, yeah. He goes, we were just talking about Star Wars figures because he goes through one of the Facebook groups. He got us in contact with him.
Maybe on chat. I think
you might have been on chat.
I don't talk
then
to anybody on the phone.
It might have been on chat then. He might have been like texting on the phone through Facebook group then or something. And then he goes, and I also watched your channel, and he goes, I've been watching that other guy do his live streams from England. And I go, you mean Mark from Blue Harvest? And he's like, yeah, Mark. He goes, that guy's cool too. And I was like, wait. I go, Dino's gonna be mad. He left Dino out.
I'm saying.
But he's like, I feel like I know you guys. So he was asking $159 for that figure, but he knocked like $45 off for me because he was like, I like what you guys are doing. He goes, give me a shout out or do something. So there's
for some
shout out.
strange reason that figure is going up in price.
Oh, it is, right?
I think I saw one that was selling for $210.
You know how much I got mine for that?
Yeah.
Well, you probably got it for like $9.
Oh well, I swapped my solid Domato, which I got it for £20. So I swapped it for a solid Domato. So literally, I got it for £20.
Yeah,
yeah. Who did I just see in the chat right now?
And then I got this guy recently too, the gunner.
Oh wow, nice.
Yes.
So he's in the.
Give me that gun.
So they'll go in the case there.
I need 5 blasters and 3 Ewok bits now.
I still need Ramba, and I need Ramba's hat, and I need Warwick's hat.
Maria, do you know what they're talking about?
I don't on those. I don't.
Well, I was just about to ask Maria, have we talked about your channel yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we did a little bit, but
go talk a bit more about it if you want.
No, because I always tune into Maria's channel just because she has the most interesting guests on.
Yeah, I see you in the chat. We're usually on listening and chatting.
It is so nice to have you guys there. Really, I get so excited when I see you guys enter the room. I'm like, I save a seat for you guys, front row.
I've actually listened to your stream while I was in a toy hunt in Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, I have my earbuds in and I'm typing as I'm walking down the aisles.
When your lunges.
Yeah, doing lunges. Yeah.
I'm honored you guys are busy and still listening. That's awesome. But yes.
I'm trying to read that.
Yeah, I do have I did show. Who did I send that to? I sent that to you, Joey. A picture of all my toys, and I think I posted it too. I had quite a few.
And you even have Battlestar Galactica figures in there.
Battlestar Galactica figures. Some weapons that I don't know where the owner is, like the guy that belongs with.
Yeah.
I got some good weapons and stuff. Yeah, I've got.
It's bricked up then when you said weapons.
Weapons are sometimes the most expensive pieces.
Oh, totally.
I remember the first time I saw your stream, Maria, you had on a director, but you know, not just focusing on the director, but just everybody you have on your show is so like interesting, right?
Yeah. Very, very interesting.
Just from like you know, like the genre that you have and the guests that you have. It's just so friggin' interesting the way that you talk to them and the way that you just ask them questions and let the audience find out who they are.
Yeah,
and that's what's cool about it. You know,
thank you.
It's like
they're so humble too. They're so humble. I'm fascinated by them, and they just seem so humble.
They are. That's one thing I've absolutely loved about the guests, that it doesn't matter who they are, where they are. They're just very humble people, and they're such a pleasure to have. And I've got more guests coming on that are amazing, and excited to have them on. And they're also very humble people. Everybody's just going to love them. So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't wait for more.
So,
Brilliant.
so
Yeah.
what? When did you start your show? I mean, I've always wanted to ask you these questions. Like, when did you start your show, and why did you start your show?
well, to be honest, I started it in January of last year, so it's coming up on a year anniversary.
Yeah.
But I didn't really. It just kind of sat there. I had a video here, a video there, and I had an idea of the concept that I wanted. I already came up with the name Tea and Telly. I knew
Uh-huh.
what I wanted it to be about, but I was clueless because I came from radio, where I just turned on my equipment and I didn't have to worry about anything else. And I did radio for a while. I had the most awesome guests there as well. Um, and then it just kind of evolved slowly because of PJ.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
messaged me one day and he's like, "Hey, tell me what your channel's about." I thought, "Who is this Yutz?" Because I didn't have anything. And I'm like, whatever. So it took me a while to answer him until I realized that he was actually legit. And then I told him, and he says, "You know what? Why don't you come be on my show?" And it was my first time live. And I was like sitting there stone cold. I didn't know what to say or do. I was like, oh my God, I thought he'll never invite me back again. But he did. It was for the Orville. And then he asked me to be regular, which I loved. And then I realized that I need to put content out.
Yeah.
I want people to subscribe. So I started putting more content out. And so, to be honest, I'm honored to see the channel be where it's at, considering it's only really maybe technically 6 months old since I started doing stuff and getting things going. So it's been just wow, amazing. But the
Yeah.
community of family of the people that I have met have just been unbelievable. I
Yeah.
just
So
love
that's interesting
everybody.
that you came from a radio background because, and that background that you have, you can tell that you've brought that over, right? Because you make your guests feel like you've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
It's like it's a
yeah.
conversation. It feels very conversational. It's like
And very
really
smooth and comfortable.
very
Yeah.
smooth.
Oh,
and
thank
comfortable.
you.
Unlike this stream.
Yeah. One of the things I do like is um, for them to feel different, because I know that some of these guys have been doing interviews so many times it
Yeah.
can, boring for them. So when I bring them on, the first thing I tell them is there's certain things I won't ask you. Um, so don't worry about that. So that alone relaxes them, because I think they get a little nervous about, like, oh my God, what is she going to ask me that I don't
Yeah.
answer? But to make it different, I interviewed this guy who was, I don't know if you've ever heard this movie. I think I mentioned, and I asked him if he wanted to come back on. You all know Jeremy. What's his name? Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Never heard of him.
right? He was in this movie with called One Eyed Monster, and yes, exactly what it means. And he was the lead role guy. His name is Bart Fletcher. I interviewed him, and I thought, how are we going to make this movie about a schlong that attacks people fun and exciting without kind of going off the deep end? And it turned out so fun. He
Yeah.
says to me, "You know what? That was like the best interview I have ever been on. It was different. It was fun." I told him, "I'll only keep you half an hour." He ended up staying an hour and a half. He
Wow.
said, "I just had so much fun." So I love my guests to have fun. And to the point where they're like, "Hey, I'd love to come back," and that's what I
Yeah.
want to hear, that they loved it.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's
the thing
what-
is,
no, go ahead, John.
you can't, like, it's the same thing that we've done. You don't want to ask the same questions they get on every single interview.
Yeah.
And it's better if you can come up with something that gets them going on a story or something personal in their lives, and you can have that conversation. And once you get it going, the rest of the thing just flows.
It
Because
does.
you don't have to have a set list of questions.
Right.
Just have the one or two things to kick it off.
Mhm.
And that's what you do well. And
Yeah,
I think
it starts rolling.
it really comes through good.
Well,
Oh,
thanks.
there's one of the cats
Oh,
behind you.
well,
Well, that's
yeah.
what I like about your show is that when a guest comes on, your show or our show, or let's just use Salacious Rum for an example.
Yeah,
That guest goes into their universe.
you're right.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're asking them the questions that your universe would ask them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I like about your show, is that you have your own universe, which is what I dig about your show. You have
Thank you.
the mistress, that's your universe. And when people come on your show, they're entering your universe.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good way to
No
put it.
matter if it's Ron Jeremy or whoever, or
Yeah.
it's like we've all heard interviews on different channels, but when they enter a specific show, like your show, they're entering the mistress's universe, and this
Yeah.
is your version of an interview, right?
Yeah.
That's what I dig about it.
Thank
That's
you.
a good way to put it. Yeah, that's
That
a
is
good way.
it.
Yeah.
It is. I do love to have shows to help me.
Yeah, that's right. That's another popular show. You're right.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wish I would have came up with that. I would sit down with like everyone
Oh,
here and
yeah.
say, "All right, I'm going to ask you questions. Here's some capsaicin."
Yeah. No,
And-
it's great.
And just to update, it's at $2,250
Holy
for
crap.
that celebration ticket.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Oh,
Probably
it-
scary in the
Yeah, they
lead.
stopped bidding now.
Yeah, it stopped.
Wow.
It stopped bidding. It ended at that then, huh?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
They still have 55 people in the chat. So as soon as that ends,
Wow.
maybe our chat will go up to 65.
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't know how long we would run. I have a class coming up soon too, but because I feel bad when I'm a guest on somebody's show and I got a time
No, life
thing. But
Hey,
happens. No.
We're happy to have you as long as
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop out whenever you
Yeah.
need.
oh, it's
Yeah.
been such an
Yeah,
honor.
we're excited to learn about you
Yeah.
and your channel a little bit more. So
Yeah, well,
That's what
I
it's about.
would love to have you guys on as a guest on in my world, in my universe. I think
Definitely.
we'd love to have you on, and when I do, though, it would probably be something different. Everybody says that they're like, it was different, but it was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you'll probably go outside of your comfort zone a
love
little
it.
bit, but it'll be fun. So
Sounds good.
I might snag you for that.
We'll
Anytime,
get
yeah.
we'll get Mark out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure I'll
Permanent state.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
we're in those Twitter chats together. You can always hit us up.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
absolutely. And let's see. I think I'll be on Salacious Monday.
Monday.
So that's
yeah.
going to be a
Monday
trip.
you're gonna be
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely catch that show.
Yeah.
Fun.
I never miss a
You-
show. They're really fun. They're
You
really
were
fun.
so good, Joey, when you were on
Yeah.
his. It was so fun.
Joey, your acting was really good. I
That
love
was
the Yoda.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, so Salacious always gives me stuff in my ears still every time I'm in the chat. He's like, I tuck
Oh.
my hat in my ears, and he called me out on it.
That's so funny.
Oh, he notices everything.
I
Yeah.
hadn't noticed it
Excited.
until he said it. And
So
I can't stop
excited.
looking at it.
Yeah.
I never noticed till he mentioned it.
No, I
either. It was
I
something
forgot about it until he brought it back up. No, everybody notices it. They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
I
You're like,
didn't
thanks,
notice
right?
it.
I don't know why.
I didn't notice it. But no, I'm so glad to be on here. It is an honor because I don't think I see too many lady streamers on your show. So it's an honor to be part of it. And yeah, excited. So again, let me know if you guys do want one action figure so I can make sure to tell George I
Definitely.
was looking for.
Put me down for one.
Tracy, yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to say hi to
Okay.
Tracy. Yes.
Yeah.
And Tracy.
yeah, very
Just love
excited
her
to
dearly.
have Tracy on board.
So
I made
Yes,
Tracy
definitely.
a moderator. Poor woman can't catch a break, man. She's
I
always
know.
working.
Yeah,
She's
and
all over.
anytime you have anything to promote, or not, just come on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. No, I'm gonna be excited when I get the cover of the comic book done. I would love to show it off to you guys once that comes out.
Yeah.
As soon as I get the action figure done, I would love to
Come
come on for that.
You
So
can come on every week.
thank you. It's such an honor. And you guys too, if I have a guest coming up that you absolutely love and just want to meet or whatever the case is, let me know. I've got Troy coming on with me when I have Cameron on, and I've got Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street. He's a good friend of
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
What?
Cool.
He's my BFF.
Nice.
We've been friends forever. I love him dearly, and it's be so awesome to have him in my stream. I'm gonna have him on there, and I do also have another actor coming up. He's just getting his stuff together. He's been busy, but I do have some great guests coming. So if you guys see him and say, "Hey, I want to be on there," let me know. I'd love to have you on the panel.
So,
I'm
Yeah,
curious.
Well,
I
if you're
noticed
not
like
subscribed to her channel already, go and subscribe to it now.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you so
It
much.
is an amazing time.
So
Thank you.
Maria, are you
Yeah.
I noticed like a lot of your guests are like horror related. Is that your one of your passions is horror?
I do. I do love horror. I don't know why, but I do. Ever since I was younger, I love sci-fi. Of course, sci-fi is a big thing. So sci-fi, horror, and comedy. Unfortunately, I don't do chick flicks, which is I think every guy's dream.
Yeah.
That
Well,
the
yeah,
girl
yeah,
that does
definitely.
not do chick flicks. I
Yeah.
love horror, but classic horrors and a lot of just different horrors. But yes,
I love horror myself. So
Do you?
let me ask you, what is your favorite horror movie or horror franchise?
Well, I have to say I do love Halloween, the originals.
Oh yeah.
I think because of the and it was my favorite horror movies are the ones that are quiet, that see a gap, that are quiet, that are intense without all of the
Yeah.
noise
No
and
violence,
the
yeah.
buzz
Mhm.
chainsaws and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just yeah,
Yeah, and it's
Or
brilliant.
psychological.
exactly.
Yeah.
That one is one of the brilliant films because they didn't get a financial backer. They didn't have
Right.
any money. So
Yeah.
they had to figure out how to do the film with nothing. And that
Exactly.
ended up making it great.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
was
Because
awesome.
you had to be more creative to come
You
up with how you
did. But even the scene where she's standing by the door,
Yeah.
and it took you a few times to see the movie to notice that he was standing right
right there.
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And after you saw it the second time, you're like, oh my God.
I mean,
And
when you think about it like that, a lot of early filmmakers who couldn't get their productions made, they started making horror films because
Yeah, that's true.
those would get funded, even though it
Yeah.
was low, but it was a way for a director to make a film,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
And that's why you have so many great filmmakers in their
Mhm.
first movies, even like Peter Jackson, making horror films
right.
Yeah.
because those got funded.
Our
Yeah.
You know,
first
and
film
those are cheap to make.
Evil
Our
Dead.
Our
Evil
first
Dead,
film was a
yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah.
It was just like that with a guy with a paper bag over his head, Bag Boy.
I think the ones that seem more that they could be real, that it could really happen, those are the ones that freak me out the most.
I mean, that's why Exorcist scares the bejesus out of me.
Yes.
Because
It's definitely the
seems like
scariest
it could
movie.
That-
happen.
I want to watch
It
it
still
again.
scares the
'Cause-
crap out of me.
I
You
was
know?
The Omen. It was
Yes,
The Omen.
yeah.
Oh, The Omen, yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
I have to
Exorcist I
say,
can't watch alone.
the Brits make some really awesome scary movies.
Oh, Bad Taste. Well,
Bad
Bad Taste
Taste,
was
yeah.
New Zealand, right?
Mm.
Wasn't that New Zealand
Yeah.
though?
That was Peter Jackson, right?
I
Yeah.
think that was, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Peter
have that.
Jackson.
I have
Brits
that
are
on
good at
DVD.
scaring the shit out of you.
Bad Taste.
Maria, have you ever been to a Mad Monster convention?
I have not. But
Do you know about them?
No.
Oh, it's all horror.
just-
they
I
get all the
learned
horror
about 'em.
actors and everybody to show. Oh, they're brilliant. You gotta. If one
Well-
comes to your area, they rotate where they go sometimes, and if they rotate into your area, you gotta
I'm
go.
gonna have to go. Well, maybe. Well, I know about some of them only because Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street, he shows up in those
Yeah.
a lot with his glove and the whole thing. So those I know that he goes to, and his friend that we've all been friends with, who goes cosplay, he goes as well. So I think they go to a lot of them, but they're kind of far from me. I'm in Colorado. Nothing really happens in Colorado. We got cow tipping out here. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
But I'd love to go. I'm excited to go to the convention for
Hey, Mike.
us, so we
Hey,
can
Mike.
all go there and see each other in person. I'm excited to do that because by that time, according to my agent, the comic book should be rolling pretty well. So I'm going to go as Mistress Vampira.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm excited about
Awesome.
that. But
So
my
we will-
class is going to start soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
we
outta
will
here.
keep
We'll
you.
see you
So
later.
everybody, please subscribe to Maria with
Thanks.
Tea Telly. is the name of her channel, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
Tea and Telly. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.
It's been such a pleasure, and I hope to see you guys soon. And
Pleasure was ours.
Yeah,
have
pleasure
you
was
on
all
me. Have you on my channel?
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Totally.
Thank you.
I'm the only one that caught that.
We got a snort. We got a snort.
Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm
See you
gonna go.
later.
Thank you
We'll
so
see
much,
ya.
guys. You
Bye-bye.
guys are
Thank you.
awesome.
We love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
Night.
Bye. That was awesome.
Cool.
That was
Great.
That
brilliant.
was awesome. Thank you,
She's great.
Tracy, for being the moderator today. And thank you, everybody else. I know I elected a few people as moderators. And so far, so good. Nobody's popped in, but my channel's not that huge anyway, so nobody's stalking me, I don't think.
No, Dino, your channel's growing, brother. Every time I
Totally.
I watch videos,
We'll have thousands very soon.
I see it creeping up every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. A lot of fun. I'm doing shorts right now. This right here takes up so much time trying to get ready for a stream. Joey, did you see the intro?
No, I didn't see the
No, he
intro.
didn't see
No.
it yet. But
What was the
I'll
intro?
show you at the end, but it has. So,
Damn shark.
that damn shark, you know. Sometimes you just gotta, when somebody's knocking on the door. Stay away from the door. Right?
I love it.
Especially here at my place.
Oh,
Say,
but Mark, thank you for the.
Don't worry about it.
To send that. That was brilliant. I loved it.
So let's do a couple of rounds of. Show us a toy, oh, show us a toy. Give us your memory. Let's show some toy memory. What just happened? Hold on, wait a second. Show us a toy, oh, show us a toy. Give us your memory.
Give us your what? Oh, memories. Oh, sorry. We'd already seen those.
I love those.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, whatever brings me joy into my life, I love it.
I don't mind putting myself out there a little bit.
I love it.
That's what I've heard.
So.
Name?
Yes. His name is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
At least you're ready for when you have super chats.
Yeah, exactly.
At
But I don't think
least
anybody
They
will
keep
give
sending them
money
to
for
me.
those.
For my
Oh,
super
lose
chats.
money.
I think I've made more money off Dino super chats than anything else.
Oh yeah, right. All right. So anybody have any anything that they want to show? And give us a memory. I can start the show if you want.
Yeah,
Either
go on.
way, or
This little game.
whoever you want to start with, go with.
So, John, you ready?
I got mine queued up. I'll just share
Yeah.
the screen.
Let's bring you up. Let me see here. Oh, wrong person.
So
Yeah,
the first,
we'll figure this out, man.
the first one I got is right here.
Ooh, I like that.
Can people see it? I can't see what you're seeing. So
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Is that it?
Oh,
wow.
grandparents with me. So that's me, of course, with Han Solo.
Without his blaster.
Yeah, without his blaster. Yeah, Grandma, my brother Mark, my little brother, and Grandpa. And
It's all right.
yeah, Grandma did not like us playing with guns, so she opened the figure up, took Han Solo's blaster, and threw it away, and gave us
What?
just Han Solo in a white box.
Doesn't she know how much that blaster goes for?
I don't like her already.
I thought she was dressed like Princess Leia, though.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
So,
and
like,
I'm
you brought it up?
I'm Han Solo, if you could tell.
Yeah, when you brought it up, I was like, oh, Granny's dressed like Princess Leia. Cool Granny.
But yeah, that year, everyone in the family, this was 1978 Christmas, everyone in the family got one figure. They all coordinated. The whole family, aunts, uncles, grandparents on both sides of the family, all coordinated and got me one of each toy. So by the end of
Whoa.
Christmas, we had all the figures. By the end of 78 Christmas, we had all the figures. We had the TIE Fighter, X-Wing,
Wow.
Land Speeder, Land of the Jawas. I don't know if we got Land of the Jawas in the cantina that year or not, or that might have been the following year, but I'm pretty sure we had the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, the Land Speeder, and the figures that were out that
Man,
year.
could I get adopted by your family? That's awesome.
So yeah, that was a really cool Christmas to have them all coordinate and do that. And as you can see, I was super excited. Hand over the mouth. Oh my gosh, it's Han Solo.
That's amazing. That's so
What
cool.
is it in? Is that? What
Looks like it's
package?
in a necklace box, like a jewelry
Yeah, it's
box.
just like a little white jewelry box or something. Yeah,
And that's what she put it in?
and then she wrapped it. Yeah.
No, so she took it out of
Foreshadowing.
the package.
Foreshadowing. It was in carbonite.
Yeah. She took it out of the package, threw the weapon away, threw the packaging away, and gave me it in the white box. Yeah.
Is that the small head Han? That's a
Yeah,
small head.
small head Han. Yeah.
So a small head, the first edition, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah,
How cool is that? That's fun.
that's amazing.
Fun.
All right. So who's next?
I'll go next.
Yeah, go next.
So here it is, 1978.
Oh, we're same year.
1978. I'm probably about a negative 10 years old.
Oh, don't give me that.
All right, so I'm about 9 years old, and now I have money. I'm probably getting an allowance. So now we go Christmas shopping. I have two brothers that are 8 years older than me. So they're into style, stuff like that. I have a brother that he's always doing his hairspray and stuff like that. So I'm shopping. My dad's, and I'm like, I don't know what to get my brother. And he's like, how about hairspray? So I'm like, okay, that's a great, that's a great idea. I know he's going to love it. So I get it, wrap it up and stuff like that. And we're talking, days later, I have it all wrapped up and under the tree. And he just mentioned that, I hope you didn't get me like hairspray for Christmas. Oh man, it broke my heart.
No
way. I ran to the bathroom and I was bawling and I was so mad. I kicked the door. I put a hole in the door, the bottom of the door, because I used to have a temper. And then I was like, oh man, thinking to myself, oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble now. So I bolt out of the house and I'm running away. So I'm running out in the woods. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna live out in the woods by myself. But finally get home. My brother feels so bad. He's like, Dean, I want you to open the present I bought you. So this is the present that he bought me.
Wow. The Starbird.
And this is the Starbird. So every time I look at this, I always think of that memory.
Nice.
So anybody know the Starbird? I did put batteries in it so you can listen to it.
Yeah, love the Starbird. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Love the Starbird.
Well, as you move up and down, it changes the pitch.
So as you go up,
it'll change the pitch.
That's cool. That's awesome.
So that's that, and it. I don't know if you know that, but this comes off.
Yeah.
This pops out, so you can have a little small ship and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's my good and heartbreaking memory.
Excellent engineering that.
You still got the box?
I don't. That wasn't mine. I actually bought that one on eBay.
Oh, okay.
But,
yep. Yeah, mine's still in the box.
It's the base as well, isn't it?
I probably
the base.
Yeah.
I used to have a temper when I was a kid. So my nickname when I was a kid, I won't tell you. Actually, it was the devil was my nickname.
And there's a little black.
A pretty bad temper.
There's a black ship that goes with the set too.
Yeah, the black one is really.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilster, you never saw that, huh?
Really?
No,
I got a whole video of it, Gilster.
Yeah, comes in the video.
I did a whole video on it when Paul Baker printed those extra parts for me. So
he did, yeah.
Yeah.
He printed them, didn't he?
So, Mark, you want to go up?
It's an awesome ship. I love it.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah. I'm easy.
Are you? Prove it.
So I've been told.
Actually, I should have pulled myself up for that one, huh? I didn't.
Yeah.
Made myself big.
Yeah. Pull me up.
Hmm.
Beam me
Hold
up, Scotty.
Hold on a second.
That's not me.
It looks like you. There you go. Boom.
Oh, right. Thank you. When I was a kid, my mum and dad didn't have a lot of money. I'd get me spend a week, something like 50p. And I'd go to like this market stall and I'd get Matchbox cars every week with me spend. And then when Star Wars came out and I started collecting Star Wars figures, it was Star Wars figures every week. And obviously, being a kid, you can never save up. And I wanted the ships and things like that. And I remember the Christmas 79. I would have thought it would have been. I got this, not this one, but I got the X-wing,
Nice.
and that and the Scout Walker are the only vehicles, apart from the mini rigs and the big vehicles, that I ever got as a kid because my mum and dad couldn't afford. And at Christmas time, I'd want lots of presents instead of just one big thing. I can either have one big thing or lots of little things. So it was always lots of little things, and this is one of them, and it's the Palatoy version. Obviously,
Excellent.
no sound, no lights and sounds. You don't need lights and sounds. You make your own sounds.
Yeah.
It's got a sticker at the back instead of the molding,
Yeah, you're right.
but it does have the chrome R2D2.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
So there you go. That's my
That's cool.
Excellent.
Palatoy. I have seen a Kenner one. I had a Kenner one in the shop actually, in the box. I had to take it all apart and make it work again because the light worked, but the sound didn't work. The motor had gone, so I took it apart and put a new motor in, and I got it to work.
Yeah, that's always the first thing to go. It's always the first thing to go.
Yeah, for everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
either somebody leaves the batteries in and it gets corroded, or
the thing with the Kenner versions of these things, the sound was atrocious anyway.
It was.
It
It was annoying. It's like you go to the house and your mom says stop. You know.
And the little light. I also wondered what that little bit was there, and obviously it was because of the light.
Yeah.
But the guns never shot from there.
Fired from there.
The light should have been.
Yeah.
Or on the missile ports on the side,
Yeah.
they could have put a light on both sides and done it from the
Put
missile
torpedo.
ports.
Yeah, the on torpedo dots there.
Yeah,
No,
they
but
should have.
that's why I thought, because I got the toy before I saw the movie, or at least remembered it. So when the gun fired from there and I saw it in the movie, I was like, oh, they're firing in the wrong spot. This should be from the
Yeah. I mean, Palatoy always, because they were paying extra for the license, they had to make the toys cheaper.
Yeah.
That's why they took all the electronics out, the molding, and just put a sticker on.
Mm-hmm.
And just put a bit of extra money into the chrome of the R2.
Yeah, smart.
And your land speeder's different. I just found out too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The bonnet shut.
Yeah, the hood won't open, right?
The hood won't open up. Yeah.
Yeah. Over there, it's a bonnet. Yeah.
Bonnet.
A
Yeah.
bonnet. Is that what they call it? A bonnet?
A bonnet. Yeah.
I noticed that what's funny, because I'll listen to John in other streams, and you talk. We start using words from other people, like in the.
Well, some of that is because I grew up with a family. My friends were from England.
Oh, okay.
So I've known a lot of the like lift for the elevator, boot for the, and we always called them boot sales or a job lot because that's what they called them when we went garage sale.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So
I think that's why we've been friends for so long, John.
over the years, I've picked up lots of things like this is what I mean. Like I'll show you a picture real quick here on my phone of my
I never
friends.
used the word brilliant until I started hanging out with Mark. Whenever I talk about, I say, "Oh, that's brilliant," and people are like, "What?"
See, you call those chips. We call them crisps.
Yeah.
I call it the devil.
Like I got a picture of me and my friends when we were kids. Okay, this is my group of friends. So
Oh wow, I've not seen that before. That's pretty
So-
cool.
That's cool.
I'm
Oh.
up there. I'm up
It's a
there
Goonie.
on the right over here. That's whoops.
Let me.
You,
let me
you
pull
guys
up
were the
my-
real life Goonies.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Red Hand Gang.
and I knew these guys since we were like 5 or 6 years old. So this was taken when I was probably like 10 or 11 or something.
Look
Look
at
at them
the
doing
deep
the
strong.
gig. They're doing the gig strong. Look.
We
Well,
are
we
doing-
are,
You're all
yeah,
doing the
yeah,
big
yeah.
songs back then. That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to screenshot that.
This little
Put our
guy down
faces on it.
here. This little guy is my brother down here.
Yeah.
And then he's from England. He's Vietnamese, and then my friend here is from New York City, who came out, and
rad.
that's why like
Oh, the English guy.
I had no clue as a kid growing up that people were different, because this was just people to me. These
Yeah,
were my
well, it's-
friends, and they
Right.
were just everybody was just people. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until I became an adult that one of my Japanese friends pointed out that he actually yelled at me saying, because I don't see race or color of skin, that I am actually a racist person. And I was like, I
Well,
don't think so. I grew up seeing people as people, not
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah.
we didn't know those people were different until I was in my 20s and someone told us. You know what I mean? That's how foreign
Totally,
this whole
yeah.
concept was to me.
That's how
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
No, in my early jobs, I used to work with a lot of British crews, and on British movie sets, they say things a lot differently, right? Like even
Oh, yeah.
accent or whatever. So
Definitely, yeah.
like all of my nomenclature I got early in my career came from like all those British crews I used to work with, which was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because we've all got like different accents. If you if you go 10 miles down that way, the accent's totally different. But we have different phrases for different things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And yeah, the first producer I worked with, she spoke the Queen's English. It was the Queen's English that she spoke.
Yeah.
very posh.
Yes, it was the
Yeah.
Queen's English, not to be confused with English.
Want to say hi to Lance?
Hey,
Hey,
Lance.
Lance.
Lance, what's up, brother?
People think we either talk Cockney or posh. No, it's so many accents.
Gilster's sister stole all his figures. Or babysitter. I thought it was baby sister.
Oh.
Okay, babysitter. Yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine? That's like a nightmare right there. That's
Oh.
what I always get nervous. Like if you have somebody to do some work in your house.
No,
Like, I have a window
I've
here
had
that-
the same. I sold my house, and I moved into some other apartments, and I've kept the same housekeeper. Every time I move, I keep the same housekeeper.
Oh wow.
The
this
same
window.
one.
This window here, is broke because
Uh-huh.
I have a big subwoofer here. So when I watch movies, I crank up the subwoofer, and it actually broke the window.
Wow.
So, but I'm afraid to have it replaced by somebody else because if they come in here to do it, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Either
yeah,
they-
yeah. No,
they're,
no,
gonna,
Check it
they're
out.
gonna move a figure, and I don't want anybody touching anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or so
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't
look,
even.
look at me when I
don't
got the boiler put in. I had the boiler and the radiators put in, and
Yeah.
they knocked all my Princess Leia's off, and I lost all the guns, all the blasters, and I still can't find that black Leia blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ironic that it's the most expensive one that I can't find.
yeah.
No, people will come over
You
and do
got
work on
him?
the house, and I'll hide
Yeah.
everything. I'll hide everything. I'll cover things up because I have on
Yeah,
my
I'll hide all
collection-
this.
Yeah, on my collections, I just have. It's like you can just turn one thing and everything just gets hidden. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like anybody looking at what I have.
As soon as give you another couple of months, Joe, you're gonna be like this.
Oh man,
Nah.
I'm already looking at a place. I'm looking for a place to buy actually. So I'm looking for a place to buy that I can convert into a man cave. One room has to be a complete
nice.
legacy cave.
Now there's a few videos.
Yeah, I can't wait
Yeah.
to see that.
I didn't realize you were still renting. I thought you had gotten that place you're in now.
No,
but, you
no,
know.
I
yeah.
sold. So here's the deal with me is that I sold my home. I bought a house early in life, which I was lucky to do. And then when the prices got astronomically high here in California, I was like, we're on another bubble. I'm going to sell. So, that was in the middle of COVID. So I sold. And then, I've been,
Did you?
I-
was that an
well-
apartment or did you have a condo when you were near San Diego Comic Con?
In an apartment. It was right across the street.
Okay, that was an apartment.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was an
yeah.
apartment. But when COVID happened, I felt like I was living in a hamster cage because
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
shut down, and I felt like I was trapped. Right. So I moved out to the suburbs, and that's where I am now. And
Yeah.
looking to get another house eventually, hopefully.
Yeah.
Joe, you
Out
can move
there,
in.
out there. Do you want to be out further though?
I don't know. Well, prices here are so crazy that I might move out of
Oh.
state. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the tough call. Yeah.
I mean, I can rent here right now, but I want to buy.
Yeah.
And I want a big enough place where I can afford a big enough place. If I find it here in California, great. But
well, you're always welcome to Florida.
Hey, man,
move down the road.
No state tax. I can get a bigger house out there.
Yeah.
Texas.
Right. Joe's whole apartment is a man cave.
Move in with Dino. There's a lot of options.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Sometimes see this sleeping bag over here.
Yeah.
Sometimes like on the weekends, it's like camping out. I have a nighttime sky for a ceiling.
That's awesome.
And it's like I'll just camp out here for a night for the weekend.
So we need a memory from Joey, don't we?
Yeah, Joey.
Oh yeah, here. Let me share my screen.
Let me hold on a second. Let me pull you up.
Let me see if I don't.
Yeah, I like that.
The screen.
That's a handsome dude right there.
All right, here we go. So I'll set up the story. You can share the screen if you want. Okay, so the image that we're seeing here,
Nice.
I used to have this. Okay, so this is one of my first memories from a Christmas. All right, but for me, it was not a horrible Christmas, but I was really bad this Christmas.
Oh no.
So I knew where my mom hid these, and she had already wrapped them. I wasn't tall enough to reach the top shelf to get this, but I did. And I tore open the little whatever wrapping to be careful not to so my mom could see that I've been tampering with it, but I did. And I lifted up one little corner. I saw a Star Wars thing, and I knew it was Star Wars. I didn't know what it was, but it was Star Wars. And my mom knew that I had been doing that. So on Christmas Day, that package was not under the tree.
Oh, wow.
It was not under the tree. And I knew that I couldn't ask my mom, where is that? I can't ask my mom. And I must have been like 6 years old, probably 6 or 7 years old. So my mom Christmas came and passed. I didn't see it. 2 to 3 days later, my mom says, I know that you were looking for the present. And I took back a present because I knew that you, or Santa knew, or whatever she said, knew. And then so my birthday was like 9 months away. 9 months later, I got this.
Wow. Well, at least you got it.
Yeah, but that was my mom, right? It's like she
funny.
just didn't give us, and just like Mark, it's like my parents didn't have a lot of money, and for them for not
You taught a valuable lesson that day, didn't you?
Yeah, totally. For because they work hard for the toys, and I'm surprised I had as many toys as I did because when you're a kid, you don't know that you're poor, right? You just you don't know that you're poor when you're a kid.
Like, you don't know the value of money, do you?
Right, you don't know the value of money.
I let my kids know every day.
Right.
I can't afford that. What are you talking about?
You know how much it's costing me to have you in my house every day, kid?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know the value of money. All I knew was that, we were happy. Like, we never wanted anything. But for us being as poor as we were, my parents bought me toys. Like I had a Slave One. I had this thing that you're seeing right now. I had an X-Wing. I had, the vinyl case, one vinyl case. But I didn't have a lot of toys, like not enough to fill up one vinyl case. But I had toys, right? So, yeah, my mom taught me a valuable lesson that day. Is that don't do things you're not supposed to do.
Yep.
If you do those things, those bad things, they're gonna get taken away.
Joey, are you gonna get that back in your collection?
Man, I have all the metal diecast figures. I have all of them.
Cool.
I still have
I
those.
would love some micro collection. Never had enough.
I have this whole set. I have the everything to it, and it's a great set. I love it.
I just remember that door. You don't mess with that door. That spring-loaded door. I bruised my finger on that thing. That thing is no joke. When it slams, it slams.
That's funny. I don't even know. I didn't know it had a spring load because I bought it as an adult, so I never really get to play with it. So I didn't. I
No,
don't
it's
think I
spring
played with
loaded. It doesn't slide back and forth, or at least the version I had. When you open it, it clicks, and then there's a button that you press, and it slams shut.
Oh
if you're-
yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and if your finger is in that thing, and my finger got bruised when I was a kid because I put my finger in there to see what would happen, slammed it shut.
I just wish the figures were opposable. It
Yeah,
been
yeah,
so much
they were
better
cool,
run
though.
if it
Yeah,
was.
but
Opposable.
I used it for a mini play set. I would put my 3.5-inch figures in there and have it as an extension of a play set. But yeah, that was a memory that I have from Christmas.
I have a similar memory for but I'll go after John. John, you're next if you're.
Oh, I got another one here. Yeah.
But guys, I have a plane to catch. I wanted to be on the show, but I have a
Joe,
plane to catch pretty soon.
before you go, let me show you. Did you see the opening scene?
No, show it to me.
Yeah, so
Let's check it out.
you guys mind if I show the opening?
No,
Go ahead.
I got to see it.
Let me see if I can find it again.
We don't want to make him late for his plane, though.
Yeah, well,
no.
it takes off at 9, but I still have to pack some stuff.
Let me see if I.
Or not 9, at 8.
Oh, it's up here. Okay, I have to share this, and it's right here. Let me go here.
Where you going, Joey?
Huh?
What town? What city?
It's a work trip. It's just San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My sister lives in San Francisco, which is nice.
Let me think. Is that just north? You run. It's a hop north, right?
Yeah, it's about an hour and 15.
Hour? Yeah.
Hour and 15 flight. Yeah.
On the plane. Yeah.
All right, let me.
Yeah, so that's where I catch up on all my shows and my streams. I download them and I go there and watch them on my phone.
Yeah.
So if nobody's seen the opening, here we go.
3, 2, 1, and we are live. Hey everyone, I want to welcome you to the Peg Warmers. This is a late episode, and I want to thank everyone for coming in and checking us out. I am Geek Strong, aka Dino the Machino. I'm going to introduce the other Peg Warmers in just a minute, as well as our special guest, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, so I figured today I'm going to do this live stream standing up because after Thanksgiving, I packed on a little bit extra weight, so I'm gonna try to burn some calories doing some extra things. But sorry, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Sorry everyone, but that's what happens when you're live. But...
Hello, welcome back to Blobby's Toys.
Mark. Hey, Mark. Wait a minute. What's the chat saying? Land shop? What? Hey, wait a minute. You're not Mark.
Padawan collector.
Yeah, we the Padawan collectors here. What's the chat saying? Hey, you're that pesky land shark. I know you are.
It's John here. Welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show.
John, super awesome Geek Show. I can't believe it. Hey, I'm not going to fall for this land shark.
Mistress and Pierre.
Maria's here. Maria. Live from YouTube, it's the Peg Warmers.
And today's special guest, Maria with Tea Telly. Sorry, everyone.
Bravo, Dino. That's about your best work yet.
Thank you. Thank
Your
you.
best work yet, Dino.
That was fun. It was fun to
I
do.
love
I
it.
hope people enjoyed it in the chat. For the second time around, it's a damn shark.
That damn
Love it.
shark.
A damn shark.
All right, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Great,
Have fun
great
on
to
your
see
trip.
you again, and I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, Joey. Have a good trip.
Bye.
Thanks,
See you,
guys.
Joe. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, chat. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
See ya. Then there were 3.
And then there were 3.
Look at that. Man, you got photos of this stuff. That's incredible.
Well, I've only got a couple left from when we were kids. They didn't take a lot of pictures of us, but there's a couple. So this is myself, the taller one, me, John, and my little brother Mark, Tunnel Rat, when we got our Atari video computer system,
Oh,
the Atari 2600, the wood grain version, as you can see there.
Yeah, well, you might like my advent calendar video on Monday.
So
I have that
well,
still. I have that system.
Yeah, I have that exact one, the one that we got there.
Oh, no way.
It's hooked
You have
up
your
in,
childhood one?
Yeah, it's hooked up in the living room.
Oh,
I
that's
even
so
still
cool.
I still play it from time to time.
Yeah. What's your
I had
favorite?
to get
I'd like one of
converters. I had to get converters to hook it up to the TV, the
Yeah,
modern televisions, you know.
Yeah, I have mine hooked up to a tube TV.
Yeah, I wish we had kept a tube TV for that stuff, but you can make it work on your flat screens. You just got to buy that converter thing.
Yeah.
And
My Mega Drive works on the big TV, but it's not brilliant.
Play that
Yeah.
Atari on a 55-inch high def TV. That must be
All the
crazy.
pixels in that.
Playing
well, it comes out as a square. It cuts off the right
Yeah.
and left.
Oh, does
you
it?
know?
Yeah,
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
yeah,
Fun.
we got these things. Like we ended up having to get two of them because after the first year that we had this, we weren't allowed to play it in the living room anymore because we were playing it like nonstop, and Dad couldn't watch news or television. So he actually bought a small TV and put it in my bedroom. And then, of course, you know, you have that for a little while, and the little brother complains, "Why does John get the Atari and I don't?" So they had to buy a second one and a second little TV to put in my brother's room so we could both have one. And then ended up happening with the Nintendo as well, the first NES. I bought my own. I worked all summer to buy a color television and a Nintendo Entertainment System.
Wow.
And then I had that in my bedroom, and of course, then Mark complained and got one for then they bought him one. I was like, I had to work all summer for mine. Why doesn't he have to work for his?
They were like $100, weren't they, or more?
Oh, they were
200.
Yeah, it was like
How much was it?
200 or something, I think. Yeah.
200.
Wow.
And I think I spent $200 or $300 on the little TV too. I worked my butt off. I was collecting eggs from the farm that I grew up on and selling the eggs. I was mowing lawns. I was helping them fix tractors. I was baling hay with the neighbors on their farms, picking their gardens, cleaning weeds, anything I could do at the neighbor farms to collect money. I was doing, you know.
The
Cool.
baby in the family always gets everything. That's why.
Yeah. He complains and then he gets one without having to work for it. Yeah.
I'm the baby in the family, so that's why this collection is pretty much everything, almost everything in here I've had at one time. You know, but that's an awesome. I love that. That's a great story.
Well, I was an only child.
Let's see.
We're still here.
Yeah.
So what happens with that when you're an only child? You're spoiled, right?
Yeah, very much so. Like I said, they didn't have a lot of money, so whatever they could afford.
Yeah.
They tried to do the best for me.
So I'm gonna go.
I mean, the best thing was getting the catalog.
Yeah, those catalogs were
and ringing whatever you wanted.
So I'm going to bring up my story here. So here it is. I think it's 1975, was it? I wish I had a wavy thing to take us back in time. So I love The Wizard of Oz, and my favorite toy growing up was the Mego Scarecrow right over here, right? So these are all the original Megos. I made this collector case for them, right?
I want that Dorothy.
Yeah, and Toto's in there too. But you see Toto? He's laying on the floor.
Yeah.
He fell.
Yeah, he fell. So unfortunately, because I can unscrew it and pop him, put him back in, but that's more of a pain. But anyways, here it is. At probably first grade or something like that.
Huh.
We were able to bring toys to school, so I brought that to school. I had it in my desk. And we probably go to recess, come back, open up my desk. It's gone. Somebody took my Scarecrow. Devastated. So, teacher, somebody took my toy. I don't know what it was back in the 70s. They allowed kids to travel through the halls and go to other classes because I was allowed to go to other classes and ask other kids, hey, did you take my toy? So there was a volunteer in my class that said, I'll go with Dean and we'll go and we'll ask all these people. So this girl came with me, one of my friends, I think. I mean, it's hard to say because I can't remember all the friends and stuff, but she came with me. And so we ask everybody in the class, everybody in other classes. Nobody had my toy. But I'm thinking to myself, let me ask you, the one that's helping me.
Yeah.
Let me look in your desk. Do you have my scarecrow? So the teacher says, open up your desk. And she opened up her desk. And sure enough, my scarecrow was in her desk.
Yeah.
The girl that was helping me
I knew
go
where that
around,
was
ask
going.
everybody. Right? Crazy.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
so I'll never forget that one. Mark?
Well, the last thing I picked, I was talking about the Matchbox cars I used to get. But between Matchbox cars and Star Wars figures, there was Action Man. Action Man was a big thing. I got all the soldiers. I've got one up there. All the soldiers. I loved it. Loved them. And you used to get stars. You used to get stars on the boxes.
Yeah.
And you like a mailware thing, and you used to send off. I've got the survival kit, Action Man survival kit down there. Loved everything like that. And I went on to the Star Wars one later on. But there was one doll that kind of, I would say doll. It wasn't really a doll. It was a bit taller than the Action Man. A bit taller. And the Action Man would, all it was, you got the fuzzy hair, you got the eyes, you got the talking thing, but there was something missing from him. There was that, I don't know, but until he came along.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he did everything, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did everything. It was a cyborg, for God's sake.
You could look through his eye.
He had
Yeah.
He had microchips in his arm. He could look through. I mean, it was crap. Total fisheye lens, but then you could lift things up as well.
Yeah, you turn his head. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have the engine over there, but you get the point.
Yeah.
So he came along at the right time, I think. And I would like to get the whole set of those, but Vintage Dave sent me that for last Christmas. That was last year's Christmas present.
He's good condition too.
In our Secret Santa.
He's solid too. His legs are.
Yeah, he's got his.
Oh, he's got his
socks
too.
And his trainers.
Yeah, he's great shape.
Yeah,
he's in better shape than mine.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Love it.
I love that. That was my favorite line, also, Mark.
Yeah,
when I was growing up.
Yeah, the two I got to get the Bigfoot of him. That's the only other one I would really want.
I want Oscar. Funnily enough, I don't know why, but I like the Musketon as well.
I have Oscar, and he's got the briefcase, and the briefcase opens, and it has a bunch of stuff.
That briefcase is amazing.
Awesome. I bought that on eBay, and I got a great deal on it. I bought that a few years back, and I think I just got a lot of the stuff at the right time.
Yeah.
At the right time, because everything now is skyrocket, especially with I hate to keep saying, but like COVID really skyrocketed everything between collecting and the pandemic really messed everything up.
Yeah.
But unless you're a seller.
Some of it is, I think that I mean, you guys that have been saying it, with all these new shows and the Marvel stuff that's come out and the Disney Plus having all the new shows and everything, I think it really is. I'm really now getting convinced that it is bringing people into because talking with some of the guys who have different shops in the area and even in the last couple of weeks, they're all saying this is nuts how much these Disney Plus things have brought new people into the store. And I was previously saying I just don't see it. I don't think that like someone like my brother isn't going to watch the show and go, I'm going to go back and collect all the toys I had as a kid. So I'm thinking like my circle of people, the people who collect, I know already collect, and the people who don't collect are still not collecting. So I'm like, it's not bringing them into the market, but it's bringing other people that I don't know into the market. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like your circle of friends are like-minded people. So you don't realize that there's other groups that don't think the way you think. You know what I mean? So, but it's like, yeah. So I think that's what's really going on is they're coming into the market to buy old Marvel stuff, old Star Wars stuff that they had when they were kids, and then they think, wait a minute, I had the Bionic Man, I had these, I had that, and let's get those as well. And it just trickles down to GI Joe, Transformers, everything, you know.
Yeah.
And now the He-Man shows on Netflix, that's bringing people back in. This new Origins line is bringing people back into buying the old He-Man stuff, the vintage stuff. That's going up in price, you know.
Don't you feel that it's all that's coming out is retro stuff? There's no new products coming out. It's all He-Man. It's all Ghostbusters. It's all
G.I. Joe.
Star
Well,
Wars.
not
Retro
in
Star Wars.
No, not in the States, because we got plenty of new lines. I mean, like you go in that toy aisle here at Walmart in the States, and it's full of like Power Man, Beyblades. You know what I mean? Like all the.
Well, I don't know. I
There's
think
tons of new toys.
I think I
The
kind of have to agree.
Roblox, Fortnite. There's even the League of Legends has a new line of action figures. All the Halo figures are everywhere. You know, so it's like.
I don't. I think
Jurassic
League of Legends.
Well,
Jurassic Park has a big section too. League of Legends now has like a 4-foot section in my Walmart.
So you're saying that toy properties now have to be video game type, like in the 80s, it was all cartoon related toys.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
there's a lot.
So now it's just all video game related.
Yeah, and even the Pokemon's ramped up in action figures. Super Mario Brothers has. There's tons of Super Mario Brothers on the shelf.
Yeah.
So you're right. It's all video game. Yeah, most of it is video game. You're right.
Instead of cartoons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Target has one aisle where it's like all like retro side. You got Star Wars wrestling.
Yeah.
You got all that.
Marvel.
Then you turn around and you have all the Mario Brothers, the Roblox, and all that stuff is like right all together.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah. But like you're right though. I mean, I tend to glaze over that stuff. I just don't spend that much time looking at it.
I like it. Actually, I look
at Fortnite stuff actually
really
looks good.
It does, yeah. And
it's
the
really
same
good.
with there's like 1 or 2 League of Legends that I've almost bought because they look medieval and cool and dragon that like, you know, and wizards and warriors kind of stuff. And
I think the Halo looks really cool too.
Yeah, I got the Halo Jeep and a couple figures just to have that iconic vehicle in my collection. But
yeah.
So I have a couple more items that I can show real quick to bring back memory. So as Joey was saying, that for me it was Christmas morning or Christmas Eve, say, right? Mom says, go to bed. I want everybody in bed. I'm probably like, this is early 70s. Probably 1974, I'd say. So I'm like 5, 6 years old. We got my sister with me and my other brother, a couple years older than me. Everybody go to bed. Santa's coming. So we go upstairs, but you know, an hour or so goes by. We got to check in and make sure to see if Santa came. We go down the stairs and Mom's over there. She's putting presents under the tree and we see her and she's caught in the act. And I'm Italian. My mom's Italian. I don't know if anybody knows, you know, sometimes tempers rail a little bit. She was a little upset that we came down and caught her in the act. So she gets one of the presents and like, you want to see what you got? And rips open the present and here you go. And she was like upset. And we, you know, run upstairs. And later on, she's like, "Oh no, that wasn't for you. That was for your cousin," and things like that because she felt real bad. But, anyways, so this was.
Oh, neat! Is that the Sesame Street house?
Yeah. So this is the Sesame Street house, and that's the story that goes with it.
That is cool.
It sounds like every story I tell is kind of. So that's that story.
We all did it. Like my Christmas opening was this one. I remember my father getting me Dragon Warrior for the Nintendo, the NES. And this game, like, I wanted this so bad. He wrapped it up, put it under the tree, and it was there for a couple days, under the tree. He used to do that. He put everything out a few days before Christmas, and we'd all have to like sit there in agony waiting, then looking at the packages. But I did that thing like Joey was saying, where I actually took the package over to a pot of boiling water. I heard this worked, and it undid the tape. So I opened the wrapper up, and then I just kind of slit the plastic, opened it up, slid the cartridge out, put the box and everything back in, folded the thing, and got a new piece of tape and put on it. So to me, I was like, it looks like it's never been tampered with, right? Took the cartridge upstairs to my room, and I'm playing Dragon Warrior 2 or 3 days before Christmas. And then Christmas morning comes, and we're going to open our gifts, and my dad goes, well, you already know what that one is. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, because you've been playing it the last 3 days.
Really?
So he knew.
How did
somehow,
he know?
And I don't know. He never told me how he knew, but somehow he knew,
Was he home when you were playing it?
Well, yeah, but he did. I figured he was clueless which game was which. How does he know based on the sound of the game?
I guess.
It's not like the game said, welcome to Dragon Warrior. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of beeps and boops and stuff. So
That's
he would
awesome.
never. I figured he'd never know what game it was, but either that or maybe he was moving things around and he felt like it squished. So because if there's no cartridge, the box would squish.
Yeah.
So maybe he picked it up and moved it around and was like, wait a minute,
right?
this is hollow. This is hollow. What's going on here?
Mark, anything?
Well, it's going back to the getting up. I could never sleep at Christmas Eve. I could never sleep. And I remember one morning I got up. I thought, yes, I get up and open presents. Mum came down. Says, you know what time it is? It's 2:00 in the morning. I'd gotten up 2:00 in the bloody morning, started opening my presents. So I got kicked up back to bed. Half of my presents had already been opened.
So you opened presents before anybody was even up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
funny.
Oh yeah.
Because I have my kids would want to do that, and it's like 2, 3 in the morning. They're like trying to open presents. It's like, no, you got to go back to bed.
But there is one toy that my dad would never buy something that you'd already got. You wouldn't be allowed the second. But I remember I had the Batmobile. I just ran into the ground, played with it that much, ran into the ground, and he actually asked me, says, "Do you want another one?" So I got one. I got another one for Christmas.
Was that the Corgi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Dinky and Corgi
again,
make
Mark?
a Batmobile, or was it just Corgi?
Just Corgi.
So Dinky didn't make one for that. Okay.
No, Dinky made the Jerry Anderson things, like the Thunderbirds and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
This is always I think that's got to be my favorite toy of all time, the Batmobile.
Because of the stories.
Love it so much. I do have a Robin now, so
yeah.
So you found a Robin and put him in there?
No, that's this. I bought another one. That's the mint version. The mint version is just absolutely. I've got 3 versions of it now. There's so many different versions of it.
I'm sure real Batman loves the Batman.
So those little guys weren't necessarily glued in, or were they?
No.
Pop out. They could just pop out, or
oh no, they could come out because I remember when I got the Batboat, and I put it in the sink. Put it in the sink.
So you could put the guys out from the car and put them in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did get. I think you did get extra figures when you got the back boat as well.
Oh, okay.
But I put Robin in the boat. Well, I put Batman in the boat, and I put Robin on the the little thing of overflow. I sat him on there, and he fell in.
No, he knocked in. Oh no,
He
yeah.
fell in, and I was heartbroken.
Yeah. That's like one of our toys we had in the swimming pool. There was that intake for the filter, and it went in the intake.
Oh,
and it got broke just from going through the system or something. And we were like, oh, and we saw him get sucked in. We were like, oh no, there he goes.
I can't actually get him out. I can't get him out. I know Batman is stuck in because
don't mess with it.
Steering wheel, but he can get them out. But I'm not gonna attempt it. There you go.
John, anything else?
Oh, I can share another screen here.
Yeah.
So
anybody in the chat? Is this fun for you guys, or do you want to talk about something else? I'm having fun, but we also want to make sure the chat is interested.
So on my mom's side, so this is a weird thing. My mother had two sets of parents, so there's I had two grandfathers on my mother's side, and not the grandfather you saw in that picture earlier with Han Solo was like real. They were both cool, but that was the really cool grandpa. This other grandfather that I grew up with was cool, but he was very, very strict. Okay, this guy was like he worked the land. He was half Native American. He worked the land. He was a hunter, a gatherer, like literally did those things to bring food home. Like he would go, like the times when I ate bear meat or deer, venison, whatever, is because he went out and shot a bear and dragged it home and cooked it. You know what I mean? Like he was that kind of guy. And he had made a big dinner for Christmas when went out and foraged food, grew vegetables on the land, hunted and killed the animals that we ate, and spent weeks preparing this meal. And there was a couple of things in it that I didn't like, but I didn't put it on my plate. Okay, and it was like this was when your parents would make plates for you, right? And I didn't want to eat some of the stuff. And he got really, really mad. He goes, "You're going to eat everything you put on your plate." And I was like, "Well, I didn't put it on my plate. Mom did." And he got furious. Ooh. He stood up. He turned beet red. He's pounding the table. He's yelling at my mom, "You raise a smart ass kid." You know what I mean? And stuff. And he's like, he's not getting his Christmas gift then. And he like goes over to the tree and takes this giant box and he like throws it in the bedroom. And as you hear this boom, 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 as it's crashing around, and he's like, he's not getting his Christmas gift. And I start crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going, blah, blah, blah. And I had to sit at the table and like look at the food I didn't want to eat for like hours, and they're all in there like doing Christmas, and I'm stuck sitting at the table, and I just refused to eat it. I was like, I'm not eating this crap. I don't like this food, and eventually they, mom and dad kind of just like they let it go and they clean up my plate for me. And I think the next day they go, all right, we've talked to Grandpa. He's going to let you have the gift. And this was the gift.
Oh, wow.
And it was the G.I. Joe Mauler. It was like I was just blown away that I got this cool thing. And there's no way my parents would have bought this because it was super expensive. So it was something that Grandpa went out of his way to get. You know what I mean? Which was the cool part of him, because he would get stuff that really meant something for you and you really, really wanted, but you had to follow his rules. You know what I mean? He was that kind of guy. So yeah,
I would have ate everything on my plate for that thing.
I didn't know that was what's in the box. If they had told me, yeah, I probably would have scarfed it down. But
is that the color it was?
Yeah, the G.I. Joe Mauler was this tan. Yeah. The green one was the Mobat tank. If you're thinking of the green one.
That's the Mobat.
Yeah.
Let me pull you up, Mark.
That's the Action Force version.
Yeah, he's got the Mauler there. The Mobat, yeah, the Action Force.
Yeah.
I think the American one was little bit different green. Yours is brighter, I think. Yeah.
John, you don't have that in your collection, John Joker? You have all your G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah, my Mauler disappeared during one of the moves. I think it was when I went from New York to Seattle. I lost a box or two of toys somewhere in the move between New York and Seattle, and most of it was Transformers and G.I. Joe related.
So
Shockwave was in that box from Transformers. Megatron from Transformers disappeared by the time I got to Seattle, and all that G.I. Joe stuff was gone. Yeah, so
I'm going to do an ultra blast. I got two things that I'm going to show real quick.
I do have to go soon, though.
It's like 1:30.
let me blast out two quick things just to show people, and there's not a whole lot of story to it, but I'm sure my mom was upset when my dad bought me this. So this is my original. I was 9 years old when he.
Is that the Daisy or the?
It is the Daisy.
Yeah.
This is the Daisy BB gun. I still have it in my collection. I did a few rounds out in the woods shooting little cans.
I remember pumping that thing like crazy.
You can only pump it once. It's only one pump, and that's it.
Yeah, but you would think that I'm saying like I remember pumping it, thinking I'd get more pumps out of it if I keep going. But
it still works. I got a whole thing of BBs, and it still works. And when my son was little, I took him out in the side of the house and we shot some cans with it and stuff. But,
I still have a scar right here because my friends had it in the house. I was in the farmhouse, and I had opened the fridge, and I pushed the door out, and I had my hand over the door like this, and I'm looking in the fridge for drinks or something, and my friend yelled from the kitchen table. He's like, "Hey John, catch this!" And I look up, and it hit my finger right on the knuckle and rolled under my skin back to here.
Ooh.
And I had to roll the BB out and then pop it back out the hole. I was like, if that didn't hit my hand, it would have hit me in the face, you asshole. You know what I mean? Like
kids don't think, right?
No, we don't think. Yeah.
So real quick, as my godmother, she used to spoil me. Every year I'd get Weebles.
Oh, I loved Weeble Wobbles.
Weebles wobble, and they don't
I only have one
fall
left.
down.
So you know that they don't fall down, right?
Yeah.
So
supposedly.
So as I'm getting older, every year I'd get a Weeble set, and the next year I'd get a Weeble set, and I loved them. But then you get to an age where you're like, okay, I'm not really into Weebles anymore. So I remember like I think I mentioned it to my cousin, which was, that was her mother. So I think she told her and stuff like that. So, but this is
Weeble. Wow.
Treehouse. This is still in the box. Obviously, you can see. So it's all in here. So now that I'm an adult, I absolutely love to have some Weebles in my collection. So the treehouse I had, cool. I have the farmhouse over in the corner. But what I never had, which I had to get because it's so cool, is the Weeble's Haunted House.
Oh, neat. I don't remember the haunted house. No, I don't remember that.
So when you open it up, it actually
creeps. Vaguely remember it.
Listen.
Oh, that is very cool.
So, yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That's neat.
And then it came with a witch, a ghost. The ghost, it's I was gonna draw the face on it and stuff because it all wore out, but it does glow in the dark. And then you have both kids there.
Well, weren't they a piece of paper? I mean, my Weeble, I have the Mickey Mouse Club, and I only have the one Weeble from Mickey Mouse Club, and it's a piece of paper that goes under the plastic.
It's a clear plastic.
Yeah, just about it. Yeah,
it was painted, so you can still see the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
And I even still have different. It. Even comes with the witch's hat, which is really hard to. That always gets lost.
Yeah,
and
cool.
it has the top right here, and this is the top that sits on top.
Yep. That's cool, Dino.
Yeah,
I never remember. I don't remember that. I never knew that one existed. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most expensive ones.
Wow.
I don't know what it's going for now, but I know it was a little pricey when I bought it.
Oh, I looked into it like probably. I mean, even like 7, 8, 9 years ago, because like I said, I've still got the one Mickey Mouse. It's Billy from the Mickey Mouse Club, Weeble Wobbles, and I wanted to get the whole Mickey Mouse set, like the Mickey play set with the
Yeah.
Weebles, and it's the Mickey Mouse Club. It's not necessarily Mickey Mouse, but the kids have the mouse ears on there, and I have Billy left. But it even like 8 or 9 years ago when I was looking into it, it was way beyond what I wanted to pay. It's like hundreds of dollars, and so nowadays it's got to be thousands. I don't even want to look, because if it was hundreds a few years back, it's going to be way more now.
See, the fun thing about like collecting is even the searches is fun. Just to look
Yeah.
at the images, just like today, what we're doing here, right here is a perfect,
Yeah.
it just takes you back. And to me,
that's what it's about for me. Collecting's
this-
about the nostalgia.
This stream tonight, this little game that we're playing was basically that, to get to know us a little bit about some of the fun stories and maybe some of the crazy stories that we told with our toys, and then show you a few items. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And with that, I think we're going to pretty much let Mark get some rest. What time is it? 1:30?
Yeah, 20 to 2.
20 to 2. So we will end it with that. And I want to thank
Yeah.
everybody. We have 13 people in the chat. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. And we had a very special guest, Maria.
Sure, fantastic.
Tea Telly. So if you have not subscribed to Maria, please do so. And that's it. That's her channel, Maria Tea with Telly. Maria with Tea and Telly, right?
Tea and Telly.
Yeah.
So it's actually.
I was going to ask her about that actually, because I've not heard the Americans say called television telly. Because
that's rare.
We call it telly all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I asked her before. I think I mentioned it in another stream where I was like, "Is Maria from the UK?" Because of the way her channel.
My grandfather always called it a telly. He was like, "We got to see what's on the telly," but that kind of died, I think, with their generation. So she could be remembering her grandparents or someone saying that, But that kind of died with
What's
their
up,
generation.
telly?
Yeah, he'd always go, "Let's see what's on the telly."
What's up, telly?
So before I leave, I just want to give people a little warning that if you hear a knock on the door, be careful. Thank you guys for watching.
Don't ever jump it.
Be careful. The land shark might be there watching you.
Good night, guys.
Peace out, everyone.
Geek strong.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.